So, Beyonce continues to slay. She continues to be the queen. Back night of the Super Bowl, when she performed Formation, there was a whole hullabaloo. And someone even tweeted they didn't want their kids to hear the word Negro while they were watching the Super Bowl. The reason that statement, I like my Negro nose with Jackson 5 nostrils, was so huge for so many people and so uplifting for so many people is because of the history of blackness and beauty in America, which is inextricably linked with the history of whiteness and beauty in America, which is to say the standard of beauty in America was set with whiteness as being unattainable, right? I don't get into the house slave, field slave, mulattoes and mixtures and all these kinds of things. The simplest way to synthesize it would be to say, in the black community, like in almost all ethnic communities and even in the white community, having a certain kind of nose is considered more highly prized than others, particularly noses that are smaller, noses that are more narrow, noses that fit an idealized standard of beauty. And not that these noses aren't necessarily native to Africa, which is a misconception that lots of people have, that there's only one kind of nose that's African, and that's just simply not true. Africa has the most diverse array of features of any continent on the earth. But the association that we have is the thin nose means a white nose. So for Beyonce to say, I like my Negro nose with Jackson 5 nostrils, many people thought that was her asserting that to have a black nose is something to be proud of, particularly in terms of the constant comparisons that her own beauty, which does match up with this kind of idealized Eurocentric beauty standard that we have in this country, has been contrasted with her husband, who's always called ugly all the time. The number of times I've had people say, oh my God, I hope her baby doesn't look like Jay-Z. Jay-Z is so ugly. Jay-Z has a very broad nose and he has very full lips and he's got the chubby cheeks. I understand. And so there's this idea that Jay-Z isn't beautiful. He's not good looking. Beyonce is. And Beyonce is saying, I like that Negro's nose. I like his Negro nose, okay, with those Jackson 5 nostrils. But again, so empowering, because even Michael Jackson didn't like his Negro nose, okay? Michael Jackson said in countless interviews, I hate my nose. I was always made fun of for it. And one of the first surgeries he had was a nose reduction surgery. And even Janet Jackson, she had her nose done too. LaToya had a nose job. I mean, in the Jackson family, it's very common to get rid of that Negro nose. And Lil' Kim has been kind of a hot topic of late because she's almost unrecognizable from the Lil' Kim, the first CD I got by a female rapper, the notorious K.I.M., she does not look like the same woman who's on the cover of that CD as she does now. She actually looks a little bit similar to Nicki Minaj. But the reason people are talking about it is that we've been taught to hate ourselves. or black people, we've been taught to hate our features. We've been taught to think that whatever is a white standard of beauty or whitened standard of beauty is better than whatever it is that we look like. Our natural hair isn't good enough. Our natural face shapes, our noses, our lips, it's just not as good. And unless a lighter skinned being is rocking those features. And so for Beyonce to say, I like that, she's reclaiming our beauty as black folks. So it was for black people. That statement was for black people, okay? And again, I know this isn't all ethnic communities. It isn't just a black thing. Obviously, in the Latino community, there's black folks in the Latino community. It's in that community too. So people from an array of different backgrounds can relate. Beyonce was saying, yo, look, I'm black. I love my blackness. I love my daughter's hair. That's a different video. And I like this black nose. So some people might disagree, and they'll say, no, that has nothing to do with it at all. But I'm searching for the deeper meaning behind it. And I think it's important to look for the deeper meaning behind it. And even if you disagree, can you at least acknowledge that it's in the realm of possibility? Maybe. Keep listening to Beyonce. Watch Lemonade if you haven't. Listen to Lemonade if you haven't, over and over and over. And hopefully you also took pride in hearing that lyric, because I screamed. I was so happy. I was amazed. I've never heard a mainstream artist kind of take pride in a wide nose. I just haven't. So that was awesome.
The country I got hot sauce in my bag. Swag.
Ooh, yeah, baby. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. I like that.